Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are having a fantastic day. In today's video, I want to take you guys through another in-depth perfume review, and the fragrance that we're talking about today is actually a brand new fragrance from the 7 Virtues. This is their brand new Clementine Dream Eau de Parfum, and if you are in the market for a really bright, juicy, vibrant, incredible summertime citrus, with a little bit of depth, I think I might have the perfect recommendation for you here. This is such a lovely, vibrant summertime fragrance. And like I said, if you're looking for a citrus for summer 2025, I think I might have your new bestie here. So in today's video, I want to take you guys through the fragrance story, tell you a little bit more about the in-depth fragrance notes. I want to tell you how this has been wearing on my skin, talk about the overall projection, the longevity, you know, all the good stuff. As always, I will have this linked in the description box down below. It is available at Sephora. I'll have it linked wherever you can find it. So if you happen to be in the market, this is really worth checking out. I'm a little bit of a sucker for the 7 Virtues fragrances just in general. There is not one that I have tried that I have thought, yeah, this just isn't for me. Their fragrances are incredible. I own several in my collection. And in fact, the Vanilla Woods fragrance, which is the first one that I ever purchased, I have since repurchased that fragrance multiple times because I've gone through multiple bottles. It's incredible. It's up there in my top 3 favorite perfumes of all time. So I have a little bit of an affinity for this brand. I think they make absolutely gorgeous fragrances and they're totally worth checking out. One of the most important things to me about the 7 Virtues is the fact that they are cruelty-free. Their products are actually, I believe they are vegan. Yes, they are not only cruelty-free, they are vegan. The fragrances are made with organic sugarcane alcohol. They're formulated without parabens, phthalates, or sulfates. And the fragrances are hypoallergenic. So anyway, let's go ahead and dig into the fragrance description, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the in-depth notes, and I'll tell you what I smell on my skin. All right, so this is, they say that this falls into the fresh fragrance family. Would definitely agree there. The scent type is fresh citrus and fruits. The keynotes, just right off the bat, are fruity cassis, a clementine, as well as vanilla. The fragrance description reads, escape to sunlit orchards and azure coasts with this dreamy citrus scent. Sustainably sourced mandarin oil and vibrant cassis are balanced by delicate florals and a hint of warmth with vanilla and upcycled black amber. The fragrance lasts 24 hours and lingers for 72 for a lasting impression of fresh possibilities. Here's the thing. On my skin, I do find that the 7 Virtues fragrances last many, many hours. I wouldn't say that I get 24 hours of wear on my skin, especially if I don't reapply at least once during the day. But one thing that I will say is that if you spray this on your clothing, it lingers forever. In fact, my winter jacket that I sprayed with the Vanilla Woods around, I think it was around Christmas that I did this, I can still smell the Vanilla Woods on my jacket, and it's the middle of February. So the fragrances really do linger. I just don't think that they wear 24 hours on my skin. I get a lot of hours, and we'll discuss that when we get to the overall lasting power, but it is not 24 hours. So I don't want to say that I agree with that claim at all. All right. So our fragrance notes here, kind of the key notes that we're looking at is the fruity cassis. If you are not familiar, cassis it kind of smells a little bit like a black currant. It's definitely not red currant. Listen, I have a real thing against red currant personally. Black currant has a lot more depth to it. The tanginess isn't quite as tangy in black currant, I feel like, as it is in red currant. So yeah, I definitely smell that beautiful cassis note in here. Cassis also can smell a little bit green sometimes, and I will say I smell a little bit of that in here as well. The Clementine really is the star of the show here, you guys. This smells like you just sliced a delicious clementine or mandarin in half and you stuck your nose into it. It is so good. There is definitely vanilla in this formulation as well, but it's not a heavy vanilla fragrance. There's a lot more focus on the vibrancy of that clementine note. And then at the very base, you have this very unique, beautiful, like resinous amber note that just adds that touch of depth to the fragrance that makes it not only a great like daytime scent, like I said, throughout the spring and summer, but I think it also lends itself to being a beautiful date night and evening fragrance. In fact, I would like to blend this one with the Vanilla Woods. I'm gonna try that at some point this week and then report back on during my weekly beauty chit chat, just to let you know how it goes. I think that combo would be absolutely incredible, but let's go ahead and let's spray this on my skin. I actually already applied this to my skin this morning. I mean, I like doused myself with this. I really don't need to re-up this, but I want to show you guys how fantastic the atomizer is. So this is just, look at that mist. Let's do it again. Isn't that beautiful? Listen, I hate when you get a perfume and the atomizer is just like a splat or a stream and then it's running down your arms. I don't like it. Anyway, listen, can you overdo it with this one? Probably, but this is one that I am so happy overdoing it with. This is immediate, fresh, bright citrus. Like that mandarin just hits you almost instantly. Immediately after that citrus kind of settles into the skin is when that little bit of cassis kind of comes into play along with that vanilla. It's not until this fully dries down on my skin that I even smell that amber coming into play. But once it settles into the skin is when it really kind of turns into a little bit more of a sophisticated, almost date night type of fragrance. This is why I think this would just pair so well with the Vanilla Woods, which is a little bit heavier. The vanilla in Vanilla Woods is a little bit, maybe a little bit smoky even. The vanilla in here is more of like a vanilla bean. It's just a very soft, very pretty vanilla. But man, that depth from that slightly smokier vanilla, I think would be fabulous with this. You guys, this just smells happy. It smells vibrant. It smells just alive. Like this is such a happy fragrance. And I think if you are in the market for something new for the summer and maybe you're kind of over, you know, like the tropical florals, or maybe you're done with the coconut fragrances, I think this summer, both citrus and strawberry are really gonna have their moments. And if you're looking for a citrus, honestly can't tell you enough good things about this particular scent. So the fragrance itself, chef's kiss, absolutely fantastic. I think it's a wonderful addition to the collection. Now let's discuss the overall wear, longevity, reapplication process here with this one. Listen, typically when it comes to the 7 Virtues fragrances, when I spray them on my moisturized skin, I can very easily go 7-8 hours before feeling like I personally need to reapply. I do think we can definitely become a little bit nose blind to our fragrances after several hours. So around the 7 to 8 hour mark is when I really feel like I want to re-up my fragrances from the 7 Virtues. That is essentially almost an entire workday that I do not need to reapply this. I can smell it all day long, and then if I want to reapply for the evening, a couple of spritzes and I'm good to go. So on my skin, wonderful lasting power. It is potent. It's a beautiful experience to wear the fragrance. In terms of the overall projection, I do think with this particular one, because the citrus is so vibrant, it's definitely going to be one of those noticeable fragrances that I would say be a little bit careful in terms of not overdoing it. I think, you know, maybe three sprays max ought to do it. but that longevity is there. Just the overall initial projection, I think, is really wonderful. Maybe it's slightly aggressive, but I think overall this is just another standout fragrance from the line. And like I said, if you are looking for a new perfume for summer 2025 and you want something different from the tropical florals, from maybe your warm vanillas, maybe you're over the coconut, I think you should try some citrus, and this is a great place to start. I think it's a great neutral fragrance. I also think that it's a very unisex fragrance. This is something that I would love to smell on my husband. I love it on me. My daughter has already told me that she really likes this. So her 13th birthday is coming up, so maybe I'll think about getting her a bottle of this as well, but she is not allowed to touch mine. So anyway, you guys, I so appreciate you being here today. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you are new for more in-depth perfume reviews. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.